So as you begin this new journey in your life, please remember that you're not alone and there are answers to your questions.
My advice for people who are newly diagnosed, give yourself some time. I had a sister who thankfully rang Parkinson Victoria straight away. It was the best thing that she's ever done for me. You can't do this on your own. You've got to have that support. You need to find information, but not too much. You can read too much too soon and you're not ready for it. It can be horrifying. So take small steps to begin with. Get involved with people. Find out the information. Don't read everything on the internet. There's some terrible stuff. It's out of date or it's wrong. And tell people. I told my friends. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not embarrassed. It's no more embarrassing to me than someone with diabetes. It's a chronic illness. Your friends, you tell them what you've got. They respect you. You've confided in them and they help you. And you need help. Ask for it. But you can still live, you can still have a life, you can still laugh.
Parkinson's is a disease which no one knows, it's different, everybody's different. So it's a designer disease, as they call it, which is a problem in some ways because, and the best way to find out, I believe, is to go to a support group. I mean, the month after I was diagnosed, Marion happened to be over in Essendon, the hairdressers, where we live in Coburg. Found in a little snippet in the hairdressers in the local paper over there about for their support group. She talked me in it. I didn't want to go, but it's been good because I've been able to relate to people in the same boat as myself. Most of them are very highly intelligent people, by the way, but they're people I found are loving people. The carers particularly, it's been great with the carers. So I'd suggest, number one, if you can find a support group.
We go to the Essendon support group and Ted looks forward to going to the meetings every month. He didn't want to go at first and I went on my own and I came home and the next time he said, "What will I do?" And I said, "Well, you'll just have to stay at my daughter's if you don't come." And he said, "I think I'll come." And now he's busting to go every month. So it's good. And we've learned so much there. It really is good.
I suppose the thing is to don't be a mutt and deal with it yourself. Is go out and see people. And Parkinson's Victoria got a very good support network. Visit your support groups. But also try and find out as much as you can about the disease without getting too much. You can get into information overload and don't believe what everybody tells you, because there's sometimes things suit you and sometimes don't choose to suit you. But treat yourself as an individual. That's what's best for you rather than what's best for everybody else. And seek good professional help and visit a neurologist and not just your GP, because neurologists are there specialising in this type of disease.
I think the most helpful thing to a person recently diagnosed is to accept the news, as much as you may not want to accept it, is to not fight it. I am aware of some friends and associates who have fought the news for as long as a year or two and suffered dreadfully and eventually had to accept it. So I'd say coming to an acceptance as soon as you can is very important, because when you accept it, you can then do something about addressing it.
And I also think I would advise anybody right from the start to go to neurologist appointments with your partner, because I found that to be very helpful. And I think I also found out that after the first visit, it was more important from the second and ever on that you talk about the issues that you want to bring up with the neurologist beforehand, so that there's no surprises from your partner when you ask a few questions that you've been concerned about. I think it's fair that you chat it over with them too, so that they know where you're coming from.